Hi, you're listening to Abacadabra Radio. I'm Abby, your host, and on this podcast we talk about manifestations, meditations, timeline jumping, tarot card insights, astrological insights, literally whatever comes up. Happy to have you guys here for the ride. Hello, my friends. Here we are back with another episode. I hope you are all well. I'm freaking fabulous. It's Sunday when I'm recording this. I'm assuming I'm going to put it out tomorrow, but who knows what will happen. Anyway, as you guys know, I have a group membership that you can join on Patreon. Every week we do a live stream Q&A where it's basically I can coach you guys through what you're looking to desire, or not looking to desire, what you're looking to manifest, what you do desire, and questions about what you are manifesting, kind of just diving into that. Not necessarily one-on-one, but it's as close as one-on-one as I'm offering right now. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. And then also in that, every month we do a timeline shift, like a group timeline shift that I'm going to facilitate like live, which is really, really awesome. And I also have the money hypnosis on there. I have the money hypnosis on my website, which you can order and play again and again and again and again and again. I play it all the time. And in addition to the money hypnosis, we have the timeline shifting audio that you could just buy and use at your whim to shift timelines. I use it not all the time. You don't want to use it all the time, but I do use it, frequently enough to have success. So that's all that. Go on my website, go on the Patreon. Everything's linked in the show notes, so you know what to do with that. Into this episode. So reality's doing this bit. The universe is doing this bit. When you see a comedian do a bit and they're like, I got this idea of reality playing a bit, and the bit is that everything is working in your favor. After I watched this movie, it's a Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal movie, The Unbearable Weight of Extreme Talent, I think. Highly recommend the movie. It's freaking hilarious. It's just awesome. But the whole movie is kind of just like one giant bit, I think. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. Nicolas Cage is interesting to me. I feel like I need to watch more of his movies now that I've seen that one. Because in that movie, Nicolas Cage is doing a bit of himself and like being Nick Cage. It's really good. But that gave me the idea of like, okay, well, what if my mindset is like reality's doing a bit and everything's working in your favor and I'm in on it. So I just have to trust that whatever's happening, it's still going to work out in my favor. When you see in a show someone doing a bit, or when you see a comedian doing a bit, you just kind of roll with it and you're like, oh, okay, that's happening. Okay, we're going here. Okay, we're doing that. Or when you see two people improvising and one person kind of sets the stage and the other person, I was a theater kid, so I'm very into this, but they just follow along and they're like, okay, where are we going now? Okay, what are we doing now? And they just roll with it. And that's what you need to do, because the universe is doing a bit. And the bit is that everything is working out in your favor, because why not? What if that, things change so rapidly when you start with that mindset? Because I had that mindset and I got, not amazing things reflected back to me as I was coming to this, I think reality's doing this bit and everything's working in my favor anyway. And it helped me navigate, something that could have been really heavy contrast in the past. And I had the moment of, okay, do I feel like playing a victim to this thing, or do I feel like just accepting that this thing is unfolding a little bit right now in this way and let it play out a little more before I start to push against it or get upset about it or spiral? Love a spiral moment, trying to not do those anymore. But they happen because I'm a human, and I just honestly laughed it off. It was in the peak of me being in that mindset of reality is just letting everything work in your favor. You're not going to know how it's going to work in your favor. And that's frustrating. The last few days, maybe the last week, I've been getting this extreme message, stop trying to control everything. Stop trying to make things happen. Stop trying to create avenues, because reality is just going to do it for you. And it's hard to lean into that. It's not easy to just not try to make things happen. But when you do, so much more ends up happening for you. And when I said that, I saw 444. So obviously, that's something that I really need to just pay attention to right now. Like, just let reality do it for you. And if I'm being honest with myself, I think for the last few weeks, I was kind of caught in a loop because I was trying to make things happen and trying to force a square peg into a round hole or an oval peg into a round hole or something like that. And it just wasn't working. And that's okay. But not having, like, if you were to try to force reality and it didn't work, you'd be exactly where you are right now. And if you just let reality do its thing, but not too, like, worst case scenario, you might be exactly where you are right now. And for me, that's not bad. So I have to just, like, release control. Let reality do it all for me. If you follow my TikTok or my Instagram, then you've heard bits of this. My Instagram/TikTok, mostly TikTok, and then I repurposed to Instagram, are all just short form versions of the podcast, unless I come up with something else that I'm like, gotta get it out there. But for the most part, the TikTok is my real-time, like, light bulb moments, so that's pretty cool. If you want to follow that, the link is in the show notes. I love having people follow that, because I feel like I just want to help people. I just want to help people have a better reality. And I think everybody can. The latest thing that I had go big for me, get a lot of traction on Instagram for me, which is like, Instagram is not, I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't label Instagram as something hard to go, like, mini viral on. And by mini viral, I mean, like, I have videos that are hitting, like, 12,000 views, which is, in the grand scheme of things, is it tons? No. Is it a lot for me? Yes. So I'm loving that. But I was talking about how reality is an algorithm, and I know I've talked about that on an episode before, but I feel like I'm just going to remind you guys, reality is just like your phone and the things that or your algorithm on social media. The things that you pay attention to on social media, the things that you stop on TikTok to watch, the things that you like on Instagram, the profiles that you go to, they're all going to show up more. Or the content that's similar to that is going to show up more. You, like, your reality is your algorithm. And when you stop and focus on something, reality's like, oh, you want that? Okay, we'll keep giving it to you. Because when you engage with something, like, on your social media pages are trying to keep you engaged on there. So they're going to show you more and more and more stuff. So liking, commenting, subscribing, sending, you're going to see more things from those pages. Just like in reality, when you talk about stuff, even if you're just venting, you're going to see more of what you are putting your energy into. You're going to see more frequently the things you engage with. You want to make that something that's in your benefit. And there was a girl on, I think it might have been Instagram. She was like, I wish I wish my brain had an unsubscribe button to these, like, the things that I don't necessarily need to be paying attention to. And I was like, right? What if you were to pay attention? You can do this. If you notice that you're pushing hard against something, or that you're in extreme contrast, or that you're spiraling, or paying attention to something that, like, really maybe you don't need to be paying too much attention to, or that is putting you in a negative mindset, and, like, it's something that it's something that happened and you were embarrassed about it or something, and it happened months ago, but you keep thinking about it. That's when you want to see the little stamp come across your brain, this thing that says unsubscribe or unlike. And then once you do that, you stop thinking about it and think about something else. I feel like that's a really fun, different way to get your mind on something else, because to me that's very final to just, like, stamp it with an unsubscribe and, like, see it just swipe away. Because, you know, if reality's like our phone, if you see it like your phone and then just, nope, not gonna pay attention to that. I could, I don't have to. Yeah, you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I am on day 59 of no alcohol, and I'm really proud of myself, and I need to toot my own horn about it, because I truly didn't know if I'd be able to like, tomorrow is day 60. 60 days without alcohol? 2 months without alcohol? I never in a million years thought I would want to do that or do that. And, yeah, it's helped me. I'm manifesting faster, better, easier, not drinking. Because I noticed for me, and again, I've said it before, if you have a healthy relationship with alcohol, mentally, physically, whatever, you're fine. Like, it's fine. I wasn't dependent on it or anything, but I was noticing that I was in such a not optimal level of me. I wasn't a good version of myself. I was waking up in a fog. I was waking up not motivated. I was waking up irritable. I was waking up, like, sad after, like, one drink the night before. So it wasn't worth it to me to keep going. So I was like, let me see if I stop, if that's really what's causing it. And it is. So I stopped. I'm going to try to go a full year. Who knows? Maybe I'll go more. Maybe I'll go less. But I'm seeing very positive results in my life, just in general, in my mindset. And when my mindset is healthy, my reality is healthy. So I don't know if I'm ever going to do it again. I really don't. And maybe that's just because I'm putting this huge label and making it... No, it is because I'm making it mean this thing, but that's fine for me. If I'm creating a better reality by not drinking alcohol because that's what I made it mean, then so be it. I'm fine with that. I'll give it up. It's okay. 11/11. Okay. Wow. Synchronicities. Anyway, that's kind of everything that's been going on and things I want to remind you about. And here's just for anybody who needs the reminder, because I oftentimes love listening to podcasts that are just reminding me, girl, you're making all of this. You're creating all of this. So let me remind you, person, girl, boy, whatever, you're creating all of this. You're doing all this. You could do it. You can make it better. You can make it amazing. You have all of the power that you need to. This is coming from someone who a year ago was paralyzed in fear of life and reality and was playing victim. And it took me going through that, like, dark, yucky time to be where I am right now. If I never went through that, I would not have made the podcast. I would not have found different people that just their podcasts, their books, their things have changed my life. I would not be posting on TikTok. I wouldn't be posting anything that I post. It changed my life. That dark, yucky time changed my whole life. So I'm really grateful for it, to be completely honest, because hindsight is 20/20. So I can say, like, yeah, it sucked going through it. Wouldn't elect to go through it again. But it turned everything on its head for me in the best way possible. And I love that. So I guess I'm just in a very reflective mood and feeling just cozy because I'm a little tired after yesterday. So I think I'm going to just cut this now, take a nap, meditation nap. Love doing like a subliminal meditation when I'm sleeping for like maybe 20 minutes to a half an hour. I think that's all I need. I did not get much sleep at all. Like at all. So I think a nap is necessary. All right, my friends. As you know, questions, any requests for things or whatever, go to abacadabrapod@gmail.com or send it to abacadabrapod@gmail.com. I won't make you spell it out. I'll put it in the show notes. Half the time, I don't even know how to spell it, even though it's my name with Deborah Pod. And website has the links for you to buy the things, order the things, and Patreon is where we're doing the group membership. So, until next time, this is Abby, signing off.